Hello, everybody. I hope you are well. Hope all your family is well. I hope the new year of 2025 is treating you wonderful. It's going to be a good year, I think. And I want to say hello to everybody. I'm not going to be on camera today because we're going to be doing a lot of up close, trying to figure this out. And I'm going to bring you up to speed. I couldn't sleep after I saw this last night. And so I ended up looking at it for quite a few hours. And then I went live because I was like, what am I seeing? Forgive me, just give me a minute. I'm going to grab a drink. Sorry about that. Welcome to our live broadcast. And we have a live audience. Rachel. Hello, Rach. Not that Rach. Jennifer Swain, thank you so much for modding. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you, Debbie Gazzardo, for modding. I greatly appreciate you as well. Hello, Ocean Deep 24, Nikki UK, Bill Heslop. Hello to everybody. I wish I had, time to say hello to all of you. But I want to get to this. So what happened was this. And I'm going to try to keep it simple and let you figure this out. We're going to blow it up. I haven't done anything with it since last night. I actually slept pretty good after I vented. But what it was is, we've all had questions. What was Jay Slater actually wearing when he went missing? We've all tried to figure it out. We have different descriptions on the missing posters, depending on when the poster was made, including the first missing poster was actually created on Facebook by, my mind just fried though, even though I slept, by Lucy. Okay, so in that first post, she talked about a white t-shirt. And then as she reported it to the police, it got changed to a white polo shirt with a collar. And it just kept changing until all of a sudden it's a gray shirt with green. And we're like, okay. All right. So I can't remember, to be honest, what her very first post was on Facebook about the bottom half. All I know is it was shorts. And that was really bizarre to me. It was just shorts. I don't remember if she said white or dark or what. Everybody has their own opinion. Till we find the clip, I really can't be sure. Now, later it got changed to, when it got changed to the white shirt with the collar, it was white shorts too. And that would have been weird to be all white and then black trainers. I don't know. Just me, maybe. Guys maybe don't care. But we've all wondered, what was the boy wearing when he actually went missing? And it's sad that we're 4 months into it. We have no idea. And that being said, what I was doing is, I can't remember at this point what I was doing, but I had got my stuff done and I had settled in. I had a few dishes to go, but I had all my chores done and I had fed the kids and everything. And I sat down and I was like just going through Jay Slater stuff because that's where my curiosity lies. And I stumbled upon a post from the Daily Mail. It happened to be a short on YouTube, and it was, I think it's like a minute long or something, or under a minute, and it made the claim drone footage, the last, or where Jay Slater was found, actual drone footage. And I was like, whoa, I have never seen this, which I don't know why I haven't, because it's been out there since before July 18th. So the Daily Mail released it on July 18th. And I started looking at it and I was like, what in the hell am I looking at? Like, I saw something. And so I'm going to show that and share it today. We're going to break it down. We're going to look up close. We're going to do everything we can. Like I told you in the other video, I have no idea if it's Jay Slater or even if it's a body. It's something that I'm like, that is so weird, the contrast, because it's white and black. What made me think and kind of get like, whoa, is we know this is not just randomly filmed somewhere in Masca in some part of the mountain range that Jay may or may not have been. This is where they found him. Number two, it's not like some TikToker went out there and was like, okay, I'm going to fake this, I'm going to embellish it. No. This is by Andrew Young, which is a true journalist, and he's got integrity, everything. He flew the drone, or at least this is his footage, okay? And so I showed everybody what I thought, and I was like, could it be? I don't know. Well, many of you have a lot of questions. We got to go over it. But many of you were like, I see it. A handful of you were like, I don't. Some of you blew it up on a 55 inch TV and was like, I can't see nothing, which I told you before I even started. There's a midline. So when you look at something, you cannot blow it up too big or it pixelates and washes out. You're not going to see anything. So unfortunately, it's not going to work on a giant TV. But if you had 24-inch computer screen, it's probably going to be perfect. Again, though, if it's small, any image that you're trying to look at on your phone is going to be difficult. The best thing you can do is screenshot it and then enlarge the screenshot of what you're wanting to view. Okay, so it's an anomaly. That's all. I'm not trying to make it bigger than it is. I'm just saying, what the hell is it? It did leave me ice cold because I'm like, okay, this is the exact location they're saying that Jay, his body was found. Now, some of you were like, okay, but his clothes weren't on him. That has never been said, and I want to make that clear. What was stated was that some of his belongings were found near him, which we know his bag was found, his paperwork identification was found with him. So we don't know if the body had clothes on or not. We don't know what Jay was wearing last. He could have been in a completely different outfit than any of us know. Honestly, we don't know a lot. So I don't want to, no pun intended, but I just realized it is. I don't want to blow this up bigger than it is, in the sense that I'm trying to claim that this is Jay Slater, and I made that abundantly clear last night. So before we dig into it, there's more information related to this. This little 1-minute footage is actually over 2 minutes long, and what I had caught was a simplified version that had been put up on the Daily Mail's short version, and they had edited it shorter. However, Angel's Piece of Peace had already tagged me, I guess, months and months ago. But unfortunately, I do not get like a notification that I've been tagged in anything. I don't know why she wouldn't know that, or he. But as a creator, you don't know. You have to literally go look at those areas where somebody has put a tag on you and see if anybody's tagged you. As you get to be a larger creator, you get everybody tagging you. Like every India tarot reader tags 1111 True Crime on me. And so I quit watching it. So I missed it. And so I had never seen it and the footage. Now, we're about to review that other footage. However, let's discuss what we already know. Okay? You guys want to go on the other channel? I don't want to put makeup on and do my hair, and I'm not coming on camera in my house coat, and I am got big old bags under my eyes. We would have to do it no face, Charlotte Kelly. We would have to do it no face, because I'm just not in the mood to be on camera. Okay, where were we? I just lost my train of thought. Oh, Angel's Piece of Peace. All right, so I missed it, and I wish I hadn't. However, she goes into detail that it wasn't filmed until actually July 17th, so a day earlier than we discovered last night, because the Daily Mail released that short on July 18th, a day after it had been filmed. We've all been asking how the hell they found Jay Slater, right? Was he ever there? Number one thing, a lot of people were like, wait a minute. And it's always names I've never seen before in my chat. And they'll say something off the cuff. And I welcome new faces and I welcome opinions. And they said there was like 5 people commented that that cannot be what we're seeing. Cannot be a body, cannot be Jay Slater, because Jay Slater's body was absolutely buried under foliage. Okay, then how in the fudge at Christmas time would they have found him? Come on. I mean, no. You're not going to sell me that little cup of tea. I'm not going to drink it. Okay? So, obviously, there's something visible of him because he doesn't have a heat signature. And looking at this ravine, I guarantee you there weren't hikers running around in that little ravine in this part going, I don't see him over here. How about you, Brad? Because Brad ain't going to be in that part. So those are some of the things I wanted to discuss, as well as thank you all for sending me little snapshots and clips and all that. I went through as many as I could, which was almost 3/4 of them this morning on my email. And I will try to go over some of those points in the actual footage. I didn't want to have to download every clip and try to show you what the person's showing. And a lot of you see the very same thing over on the side of the clip we're going to talk about. That does look like a person. However, that person would be about 30 feet tall, right? So when we're doing this, we also have to keep in mind proportion. Is it too large? Are there hard corners? Is it square? And that's something we're going to be looking at because I'm seeing something and I don't know what it is. Now, one of the questions I have is, you got locked up, Linda Coyle? Sorry, lovely. Welcome back. One of the questions I have is this equipment that they blew in and somebody rode the basket down there to collect Jay, and they also dropped off, maybe they did do soil samples like Angels of Peace is saying. Maybe this is something where they were like, well, it's not a value once you use it. We'll just leave it there rather than waste the helicopter fuel to collect the pallet of items. I don't know. You feel me? It could be that it's a rock formation, but we're going to have to dig deeper. One thing I will say is I'm not going to be afraid to explore it, even if it comes up to a dead end, because we're learning something on the journey. Number 1, pay attention to this terrain where they're saying Jay got to. How? I have no other word. How? It won't work. It doesn't work. There was a white party at the time of Jay's disappearance. We've never had that actually confirmed in any way. In fact, some people said, could it be a white party when that rumor started? And said that there is such a thing. And then over time, it's built into now people have played the telephone game. And they're like, there was a white party, so everybody was in white. But we don't know that. But yeah, we need to work these things through and we need to do it together. Okay, let's get on this. We are on the PowerPoint. I have recorded the video. We're definitely going to dig in deeper. If you do want to watch the other video, WTH is this, and that's the video. So, before we get into this, I want to switch over to my website. I gotta lift the website. So this is the first footage. This is what we have now. And this is a post from Angel's Piece of Peace. Now, I will admit, every time I bring out information for a very long time, within a few minutes, Angel's Piece of Peace would try to debunk me. And I appreciate help, but I don't appreciate sarcasm in a post. It took her 7 minutes to get all this information in a post from the time I ended my video. So, I don't know. It felt off the cuff, and I really honestly, I don't know. It could have been said a little bit simpler. It says, I am sharing this again as Mama D went live at 11:11 True Crime this morning, stating that she believed she might be able to see Jay's body in a few seconds clip of this footage that she found on YouTube Shorts. I asked if I could. I never said I believe that's Jay's body. So that right there ticked me off because that's a misrepresentation of what I've said. I've been asking what this is. She couldn't sleep because of what she saw, so she came live to talk about it with her true crime family. So not your true crime family? And plans to go live again tomorrow, later today for us in the UK, to work her magic, zooming in on the spot she thinks shows Jay. That is not what I said, is it? At all. So I don't like this, because this is a manipulation that media does. Go play with your hedgehogs and don't play with me. I don't like it. If you're going to say my words, say my words. The eagle-eyed of you will see that Mama D was tagged in the description when I uploaded this fuller drone footage on 3rd of September. But I'm guessing she didn't see it. Not surprising with her amount of notifies creators get. To be fair, that's only when YouTube are being nice by sending them. And we don't get notified of any mention at all, ever. You have to go to that tab and you have to look it up. So obviously she's not monetized. She doesn't know that. Okay. As she said, the YouTube Shorts clip was the first time she saw it. Fair enough, right? Fair enough. Okay. Now let's get into this. This would have been a great email she could have sent to me, so I knew that this had been posted. I just happened to check that one spot to make sure that nobody had tagged me, and sure enough, I was tagged, or I wouldn't have even seen this, okay? This drone footage from Barranco Juan Lopez was captured by Andrew Young, and I so appreciate the work that she or he did to get this info. I really do. But let's work together, right? And published on 17th of July 2024, he sent his drone out to show the location where Jay Slater allegedly fell to his tragic demise. And I am with that person on that. I am with APOP. I'm with them, because that's alleged. Daily Mail then published it in smaller clips across their social media channels, with this longer footage only being posted in one of their online articles that I could find early in September anyways. This was recorded after Jay's body was recovered on 15th of July. Stop right there. We do not know if they recovered him on the 15th. They found him. They have never stated anything about exactly what time or where they found Jay. Okay? So, if they found him, let's say mid-afternoon, midday, on the 15th, they then have to line up all the game plan, because now they got to get out maps, they got to figure out, they got to get everything lined up, they've got to get the people aligned, all this. He may not have been picked up till the 16th. Who knows? And at this point, the Guardia Civil are so not inspired, it seemed, right? They had given up the search, weren't even looking for him. I mean, could he still be there? I don't trust the Guardia. Okay. Goes on to say, Andrew Young stated this in his additional commentary video that went with the full article, where his drone also shows him walking in the Juan Lopez ravine for a size comparison, which is important, you guys. Sizes are very important, to report how difficult the terrain was for searchers to find Jay sooner. Therefore, it would be impossible for him to have captured Jay's body on the drone. Thank you for your analysis. I mean, honestly, I think you could have done a little better of it, because I don't think it is impossible. We're working with the Guardia Civil. Okay? I just don't. I think it's very possible. So I don't think you debunked anything. And maybe I'm tired, yes. Maybe I'm cranky, yes. But the whole attitude there, maybe I'm taking it personal, but damn it, this is where I got pissed at Harsh, is because he was doing all these little digs at me, and I just get fed up. I'm like, go mind your own damn business. If you can't work with me, you could have put a post together that was 1-2 sentence long that said, here's the original clip, it's longer, I tagged you, I don't think you're right. I'd have had so much more respect for you than spending, what, 30 minutes to get this all together and then go on and on. No. Okay, anyway. I'm always going to speak my mind. Nothing against her. I'm just saying it's not impossible. You didn't debunk crap. So kiss my butt. But thank you, because you do good work. So you got me twisted. You got me feeling some sort of way. Anyway, like I said, I've had people say, I got up and walked away because I have to get my jacket off. I was freezing. I've had people say, oh, I thought you were so nice, so I subbed, and then I found out you always talk the truth, and you're so direct. I had to unsub. Then that's the way it works. If you're wanting the truth and how I feel, I'm here. Okay, footage. I have recorded this, and so we're going to jump back over to PowerPoint. Again, I'm so grateful for the work on the Jay Slater case. I truly am. And hats off to you for that, because that's incredible. But you never show your face. You never say your voice. And I've begun to wonder if you're Allie. Okay, anyway. Here we go. Exclusive drone footage over here on PowerPoint. Let's get the website down. I did look up the Andrew Young guy. He is official. He is a freelance journalist. He works for lots of places. Let me see what it said. Daily Mail, Daily Express, Daily Star, and he is based out of the UK. And I'm looking. I don't know, this Bait and Reaper says, where does Andrew Young of the Daily Mail get his info? And then he says it's high time we start doxing these malicious journalists. So I have no idea. I don't know if I can trust Andrew Young, first of all, to be honest or tell us the truth. Who knows? Okay. Let me switch to this screen. Mrs. Bro Lacey, I think Allie made a few mistakes in her enthusiasm. To be fair, it was pretty twisted case. Yes. Okay. You only trust the Daily Express. Thank you, Elizabeth. Chumma thought I had blocked you accidentally. I hope not. All right, you guys, are you ready to do this? Elizabeth Noble, it was stated on Salvador Dali's footage that people saw a body and Guardia Civil shut it down. Yeah, well, Salvador Dali has every one of the ever videos of the rape of Jay, so how did Salvador Dali get all that footage? Feel me? Okay, I'm not in the mood today because I'm crabby. I don't trust people. I trust no one. I don't care if it's, Salvador Dali, Andrew Young, the President of the United States. I don't trust them. Eifel said also found Mr. Atanda associated with Joe's Barbershop in Malta. Oh, I'm not even going to get into that. I'm not even going to get into that. Okay. I'm gonna have to take a break off the case for a few days, I think, because I think that, Salvador Dali is lucky. I'm with Cornish True Crime. I'm with them. And I get it. Some of you are gonna think we're just seeing random stuff. Let's get on with it. Okay, we've got some blank screens here to work with. We're gonna play this really slow all the way through for people. It is approximately 2 minutes. And this helps a lot better to understand the footage with it not being cut all pieces up. Hey, Lynn, thank you, lovely, for saying I'm doing a good job. I'm trying. Okay. So as we're looking at this, it's coming down this right here. Watch this. Yeah, there's a face in the mountain, right? Okay, let's stop it. Already, I can see, I think, this area right here that we're going to come to. But I could be wrong, but I think this is the area where I'm seeing it. So let's watch it really close over here. Okay? So here's the mouth and the eye of the skull cave here. X marks a spot, right? I believe it's right here where I've got my cursor. I'm going to take my cursor away. Now, this is very shaded here, and I can't see it yet very well. But you can see how this, what would you call it? Hump of dirt, this row of dirt that comes down this mountain and comes out like this, like a root. And then you can also see this root that crosses here, and it makes an X. And I call this now Skull Mountain. Now I want you to really, we're going to back up a minute. I want you to explain to me how they thought Jay made it this far. Like, yeah, okay. Look at the size of the stuff. This is a tree right here. I just covered it, an entire, tree with my mouse, right? So proportionately, you have to remember the size of all this. It makes a wild difference. Okay. Watch this area right in here. Keep our eye on it. I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe this is where, okay, it pans down. Let's stop it right there. See if we see. See, I can see something right there. I don't know what it is. We'll grab pictures and stuff. I just want to make sure I'm in the right area. Oh, it's going off screen. Okay. It turns to the right. Look at that. There's no way. Now it's turning back. Okay. Now we're at a different part because there was a cut in the footage, so I'm not sure exactly why they flipped it. All right, stop right there. I want to grab a picture. We're going to be grabbing little screenshots. All right. So I'm going to grab a big picture of it with the light right here. And we'll go over to this screen. Whoops. Let's go here. And let's blow this up. Let's leave that picture there for just a minute. Are you seeing what I'm saying? So proportionately, if you were looking at this proportionately, let me grab something to draw with. We'll grab red. Sorry. We'll grab red. This is a tree. You see, so this would be the little stump or trunk, right? This is a tree, not a bush, a tree. So if you guys are seeing, and this is what you guys sent me, is a person standing right here, they're 30 feet tall. And that's where we have to remember what size we're talking. And this is where I am seeing something. Now, maybe it's their equipment. Who knows? maybe these tunnels interlock and you can just come through the mountain. I have no idea. But what the hell is that? Now, I'm going to undo the circle. I know that this area has this line at the root of the mountain or whatever. And then there's another one that comes this way. And there's another part that goes like this, right? And everybody's trying to tell me that's what it is. But for me, it's not. It's this part right here. Okay. Let's get all our lines off the board. Let's go back over here. We're going to blow that up a little bigger too, but I just want to get a couple different perspectives. We're going to get right up. Like I told you, watch it from this angle because right here, whoop, I jumped it. Okay. Let me grab my arrow. Sorry if I'm slow. Right in this area here, already you can see this is the way. Okay? This is where it was. This is where we're headed. So while we have a different angle, we need to look. Does it look 3D? Does it look square? Does it look long, tall? Does it look round? Is it a mushy shape or is it really rigid? Is it equipment? What is it? Right? So we're going to go really, really slow. Now right here it would be hard to see because of the darkness of this area. I'm looking. Well, there's definitely a darkness. I wish I could draw. It won't let me while the video's playing. So there's definitely a darkness right here, but we have darkness all over. Look at this cave, right? I'm going slow. That is so weird. Do you see it right here, what I'm talking about? Ooh, I want to be able to look in there. See that X? See that X right there? There's that part, and there's that part. X marks a spot. We've got the skull here, cave, right? So whatever this is right here. Maybe it's part of the cave. I'm looking. Let's grab that shot. That looks like a good one to grab that we could work from. Again, we want to get the color of the green so that we don't lose. Oh, and I'm going to redo it because I want to get a bigger slice of that so we get the X. Again, I need to redo it. Hold on, you guys. I want a sample that allows me workable room. Okay. Let's take it back. We'll put it on. Let's see how close, what kind of angle it is compared to this one. We're going to shrink this back up and we'll put that there. Okay, it's completely different angle, so that'll be great for us to catch. Now, let's go back and try to do that. I'm jumping ahead because now we're gonna look, another icky face. Look, he's even grumpy. Ah, angry mountain. Angry mountain. Okay. Look at that. X marks a spot. Yeah, you'll be able to see it from the air. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, are you starting to see it already? It's getting light enough. Right over here. Who knows? Maybe it's mountain people, right? We're going to look at some other things in here that's weird. But I mean, do you think Jay jumped all over the top of this thing and fell 500 feet? All right, so soon as the camera turns, all right, let's get right here. See how they cut it? We are missing some drone footage. Right here, right there. Two different views. So why'd they cut it? Why did they cut it? I'm going back and forth. There to there. See how it flips? All right. Let's go ahead and grab that picture because that's when I started seeing it then. Let's go. I want the light. And we'll put it on our little whiteboard for review. Okay. Where were we? Right here. Now it goes way up. Then it advances. And it drops down a little bit. And then it pans right down on it. And that's when, right there, I think originally is first when I thought I saw something. Because I'm like, it's white. We don't got white on the mountain anywhere. And black. So I didn't understand it because it's a contrast that is not natural. It's an unnatural contrast. Let me grab that one. And so with it being, like I said, right dead in the center there, I'm like, that's an unnatural contrast. Black and white. And then it dawned on me about, could Jay have been black and white clothes? I don't know. Is it other equipment? Okay, let's try to get another view. Right there, it zooms in and takes even the drone operator. Pay attention to the drone operator, okay? Let's do this way. He's the drone operator is going la 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 lee, right? Looking around, and it looks down right in here. Right in here. All right. Do we have that? Oh, I have that picture. Okay. I'm trying to see if we get a better picture. I think we need this one too. We'll go right to the edge. I can't get any further over because of the way the drone is. But let's put that on our whiteboard. Okay. And no, today we won't be on the other channel, Lovely. Just simply because I didn't want to have a time constraint. This is a work in progress. You can either want... Okay, already I can see it right there. Okay, let's get back into this. Okay, so the drone operator's like, la, 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 la. And then it's like, ooh, this is a deep ravine. I'll look, right? And he's panning. He looks this way. Then he's like, I'll go back this way. I'll go back this way. Right? So he's like, anything over here? And then there's that skip. At that point, I think he saw something. And they cut something out because here we are. And then the camera jumped. Right? So we span up. And then look, the drone's getting closer and closer to the mountain. A closer look. Closer look. And then what does it do? It pans directly down upon this that I'm talking about. So even the drone operator has it front and center and is operating that drone in a way, right? We'll save that one. To say, hey, I'm going to take a closer look at this. That's obvious. And then let's watch him. He's scanning along here. Scans this way. I want that picture better. Is that better than we got? Ooh, I don't know. They're both pretty good. I'll save this one. Okay, we'll put that on the whiteboard in a minute. And then they almost get it out of frame. Almost. But then they come back onto it and it's still front and center. And then they're like, okay, let's get elevation here. Way, way up. And that's all the video we need. Right? So it's like they found Jay or something. I don't know. All right, let's jump over here. We've got 5 pictures to look at. These are very, very similar here. So that's kind of a duplicate. Let's see. These are almost duplicates. So, and this one's different angle. So we basically have 3 versions to look at. Hey, Walker, that's me. Hi, everyone. Mama D, does that drone have face recognition? It's a thought. That's a great question. I have no idea. Hey, Samuel Shore, a person who walks that mountain path would be exhausted. There is no logic to it at all. It's absurd. Agreed. Hey, Lacey Glenn, Jay wouldn't have made it there. They all liars. Don't know how they slept at night. Judith Trigg, wonder if the operator tipped off the authorities. That could be how they found him. Thank you, Judith. This footage may have actually been told to us to be on the 17th, but they may have actually found him like before that, right? We don't know. Ouija, the drone videos at first shown had someone standing up at the top of that. Remember, they said it was Roman. No, I don't remember that, hon. In dreams, Masca Mountain has ghosts, Mama D. Not saying that it is a goat, though. You're right, in dreams. You are right. We got to look at it. Like I said, I never said it was Jay. I'm asking what the hell it is, because this is allegedly where they found Jay. And I'm taking my bun down where I've got, 8 zillion bobby pins for a minute. So if I seem distracted and that's what's going on. Like I said, different kind of day-to-day. Darren Blaine's, while flying a drone, you would never anything that small on the controller screen. Okay. Well, maybe they had it hooked up to a bigger screen, Maybe they were flying it, watching a different screen. I don't know. But it could be quinkadink. It could be nothing, right? It's up to you to discern. I have no idea. Even if I came out and said it's absolutely nothing but a rock, you may still disagree. If I came out and said, yep, that's who I think it is, I think it's a body and da-da-da-da-da, again, you'd have the right to disagree. This is not me trying to say it's anything. I'm trying to ask what this is, you guys. Aw, Teresa Kelly, thank you, beautiful. Thank you. Let me, well, if I hit a like, okay, why does it do that? If I heart it, it takes it off the screen. That's weird. Thank you, Teresa Kelly. Thank you, lovely. Brenna Black, wow, the twists and turns in this case are unbelievable. Hey, Mama D, you clever lady. Oh, thank you, Brenna Black, I appreciate that you guys think I'm clever. I'm not. I'm just curious. And I'm not afraid to be wrong. That's what you got to be if you're going to work on these cases. You cannot be afraid to be wrong. On the last photo, says Naz. What, hon? 2 people walking. You want to go back and look for a minute, you guys? I cannot see it. Can you zoom in, says Sue Benson. Yep, we will. Okay. Let's stay focused. We can look at that footage again if you want to see if you see somebody else walking. And then we're going to move on and blow those up. So, hold on. I'll try to see where people were pointing it out, where they could see. And there was one that I was like, maybe these are actual, like maybe the helicopter dropped somebody off and literally they're searching. Because I do believe that there is question on one particular thing. I'll try and see it today. But the rest, when you were sending me things, you were showing me such a large area that it could not be a human. It's part of the mountain. Because it would be small, like that little thing we're looking at. Are you seeing it? I'm looking. Do I see anybody? I see what I'm looking at, but I try not to look at that if I'm going to look for something else, right? I'm looking, you guys. Give it a minute, see if I see anybody else. If not, we'll cover this next time. I'm just going to let it play out and see if I see anybody. Okay. Right here is where you guys pointed out you thought you saw something similar, right? Maybe a person in white and black. So that is something to seriously consider. If that is something, does it compare to this? Is it just something part of the mountain that every once in a great while it has a black and white contrast? I am not sure. Would they have been put there? Let's look at our poll. You guys took a poll today. It said, and cast your vote real quick. Cast your vote so that we can read it. Do you believe Jay Slater made it this far in the Juan Lopez Ravine after seeing this footage? 27% of you said, yes, he was running for his life. 17% said, not without special equipment. 31% said, no idea, but highly unlikely. And 24% of you said, no idea, but highly doubtful. Which, I did that wrong. It should have been highly likely and highly doubtful. So I kind of screwed the poll up. Okay, let's get into this. So it's all over the place. We are all over the place. I do find it interesting. If you look, we do have these weird tan colorations, right, in the rock itself and so forth. So it does look like a fleshy color. We can't really go by that, but there is something here. But that does look like something, but I can't tell what it is. Two people bottom left when you pause where you think the possible body is. Right here's the body. if it is a body. I think it's actually something with wheels. I know it sounds crazy. How would they get something with wheels out here? I have no idea. I'm going to show you something though. Okay. I can't see it. I'm looking. Okay, I'm not seeing it, you guys. I'm sorry. Let's get into this. We're going to take each one of these. And like I said, these two basically are the same shot. Not much difference at all. This is a completely far off shot. And this is of a different angle. And these two match. So we're going to take this first one. Actually, I'm going to put it back. And we'll come over here. And we'll take it here too. And we're going to blow this up a little bit. Okay. Hopefully it's not pixelating out too much for you. I am going to crop it because I don't care anything about that. We'll leave part of the cave just so that we keep our proportions going. And I'm going to pull in the side. We don't really care about that. We're going to leave part of the cave so that we can keep our contrast together and understand the perspective of the picture. Now this, we'll see if this bleeds it out. Okay, now you're seeing how dark it really is. Let me show you this. I can draw on this. All right, so this is a cave. Right here is a cave. Dark, no light, right? Now, let me see. I have an idea. Let's grab Let's grab a copy of a word, a letter, doesn't matter, just whatever we want over here. All right. We're going to make it be an X. That works. Let's increase this X by, oh, I don't know, 50. Make it big. Oh, we need it much bigger. Let's go 100. How big's an X? Okay, that's not bad. Now, what am I doing with this X? I'm going to show you. We're going to make 2 X's. Right? Now on this X, we're going to change the color by using this eyedropper that actually I can go over to the cave and I can click the dark, you see the eyedropper, I'm moving it? It's going to take a sample of the darkest, where's the darkest part? Right here is the darkest part of the cave. And it just changed that X to match that exact coded color. All right, now let's do this. Let's take our X, let's highlight it. Let's go ahead and grab this eyedropper and let's go to this item. Now, let's compare. All right, so technically, the item we're looking at appears darker, but I don't think it is. Hold on. Let me redo it. I just want to make sure I'm getting it correct. Let's go to the dark part of the eye, or whatever this is. I'm trying to find the darkest part of it. Okay. So it's actually lighter than the darkest part of the cave. So way back in here, there's no light. However, let's do this again. Copy. However, if we just go with the cave itself, so this one is the cave, let's get our eyedropper. And let's just grab random place in it. I don't know if that's working that good. I just grabbed a random place. It's certainly not that black. Let me do it. I want to see why that changed the color so much. It does though. So it's appearing darker for some reason. And that is weird. This is why I do this. It is appearing, the cave is appearing darker. Because this is the cave one. And that is the item or whatever it is. In both cases, the cave is actually darker. So that is an illusion to us that it's as dark as it is. Now we're going to take this off this so that you can see it better for comparison. I'm going to shrink this up a little bit. I don't know, maybe you can't tell at all. But it's damn sure is dark, right? There ain't. And now, let's go a little bit better here. Let's take this. We can get rid of, well, I don't really want to get rid of these. Let's just shrink them up and save them in case we need them next time. Because that's our little sample, our color sample. All right. Let's take this and let's try to lighten this up to see if we can see anything or what. First, we're going to try to sharpen it. I went 22% more. Okay, let's look at lighter. I went 38% lighter. Now are you seeing what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. I took down the brightness. Let's look at contrast, which means that it's going to strengthen the dark areas and the light. And then let's look at color. See over here, we've got these trees, right? We're going to bring them into more of the green that they probably are, just a tiny bit. Nope, it doesn't work. It gets it blurry, and we don't want blurry, so we're not going to be able to do that. Color is color. All right. Let's take this and get another picture, only closer. Now this is going to be hard because we have nothing to compare it to. We have no color to compare it to. We'll take it like that. Ooh. Now let's shrink this one up. And let's put its little baby version right here on the screen. I have no idea. Aw, thank you, officially Carrie George. Thank you for the $2 Snooper Chat. Thank you, love. Hydroline Bully Kennel, has anyone seen the picture that supposedly shows the body? No. And including the person that emailed me that footage and said that they can see Jay Slater being rescued. I'm sorry, lovely. That is stock footage from a training thing that the Guardia Civil rescuers did well before Jay ever went missing. It is falsified. It is not, I mean, it's not falsified. It's that they literally replaced, they did not show Jay being rescued. They showed random footage. Okay. Bunny Hill AM mentions wheelbarrow. Also feels like we up the garden path again. Thank you, Ocean Deep 24. Bib says there's only one reason I can think of why they removed his clothes, but I'm hypersensitive in that area. It never said that they removed his clothes. It never said his clothes were found alongside of him. It said some of his belongings were found near the body. Right? His bag, could have been a shoe, fell off. Okay. Right, Tracy Jones. You could be right. You said Tracy Jones says, when close up, it looks like head and legs bent backwards. I thought that too. I don't know. It could be anything. I don't know what it is. Let's get a different angle. Let's get this one. Okay, let's blow this one out. This one's harder to see. I just want a different angle, and we're going to try lightening this up so I can kind of get an idea of where that is. Yeah, it pixelates so bad. I'm just changing the lighting. Yeah, this picture's useless. I can't tell at all. It's like totally blurry all through that section. I just grabbed a Brad picture. Let's try the one below it. Oh, way over here. See, and there it is. Right there, I can see it. Let's get it lighter. Yeah, it's something. It's something physically there, in my humble opinion. Now, this is random earth. Could it be holes in the ground? Possibly. But the reason I don't think it is holes in the ground is because of the way it appears to go up over, like on the sides of the white. It almost looks like the black is taller than the white. And if it's a hole, it would go in. But it could be an illusion to my eyes, too. So we're back over here on the crappy picture at a different angle. And I can see something right there. And there's the X. That's the other thing. What are the chances of getting the X? It's just crazy looking. An X, right? And there it is. Okay, let's grab that picture. The first picture I shared, I think, is better. Mama D, I pressed 2 instead of 3 on your poll. Sorry. Aw, Louise. That's okay, love. Yeah, it's really blurry, isn't it? Doesn't look like nothing in this picture either. I mean, you could see there's something there, right there. Let me grab my little marker, but I was trying to grab it while it's on the fly. And it's too blurry. So, oops. Let's get this guy. What is it doing? Oh, it's saving. It's going to be a minute. Okay. Saved. I think my PowerPoint just froze. Hold on. Let me open it back up. Okay, we're good. No, we're not. It's not working. There it goes. I'll let you guys be the judge. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think, Kitty Crossland. I can see something now, but I just can't see a body, and it may not be. You know, like I said, I never said it was. I'm in agreement with you guys. It could be something. I find it strange. It freaked me out. It still does. I have no idea what it is. But Julie Wells makes a good point. In her opinion, Jay never made it there. You know, I want to go back to that footage real quick. I want you to think about being on foot and making it this far into these mountains. And think of how far you had to go to get here. Absolutely crazy. There's no footpath, right, Misty Moon? Frankie Nadine. I have no idea how Jay would be able to get that far. It doesn't make sense. It's blowing the narrative. Even if we didn't find anything, even if that isn't anything, at least now we have an intimate view of why we do not believe that Jay was found in this ravine. Not only would it be almost impossible to get into and get out of, but it would be almost impossible for searchers to have found this person, Jay, if he's completely under foliage, completely covered like they're saying. No. Phil Hellsup says, I'm a country boy. There's no way I'd attempt that. In Dreams 1111, there's no way you would even attempt that. Courtster Mamadi have been taken on foot through caves. I did see that footage, and I'll share that another time. I didn't want to overwhelm everybody going too many different directions at once. Someone slumped up against the mountain. There it is. I can never unsee it. It's the one thing I can never unsee. I'll follow it with my little cursor for you. I can't help it. It bugs the crap out of me. Like, what is it? Okay. It's just wild to me. Poppy Lester says, I think he was taken through the tunnels in the ravine. Could be. J.K. Annie, how can I send you what I'm seeing? I've taken a photo and circled it. Well, you can send it to me, lovely, at rubberducky2005@yahoo.com. We'll start it over for you guys. Ocean Deep 24, remember CT had to tell the Popo that his body is down there. Bag of bones. Remember, guys? I do. Susie Benenson says, it could be a rock. I think if Jay was there, he was tossed down. A young lad would not venture in the terrain. Not in a t-shirt. Not in shorts. No way he was there. The story is a distraction. Excellent post, Sue. Excellent post. Well, and if this is something, they could have come from the bottom of the ravine, right? Good to see you, Star Winters. Hey, Mama D, I've been catch up when I can. I just have welcome to the world my first grandchild. Oh, I bet you are busy. Congratulations, Star Winters. And great to see you. Been a long time, a hot minute. Karen Garbett, forensically checked. They could be a fresh set from his room to eradicate forensic evidence. That's why the confusion. I guess some of them weren't told. I may have missed something on that one. Korster says, I agree, it could look like a body, but no head injury or blood. I wouldn't be able to tell if it was head injury or blood there. It's strange how the doorstep to the B&B had a ciggy and a blanket emphasized by Ahab, and had the location randomly for Lucy to use, a reason knowing to find the place while acting like didn't know Ahab. Okay, you guys, still got to talk to you a minute. We are going to be talking about, let me show you something, and I'm not going to go into it. I'm just going to show you something. Let me get this off the screen. That's kind of when I fell into the rabbit hole right there. I'm like, what am I seeing? This is about what we just looked at, that thing, because I made it black and white to see if it was really black and white or if it would just fade. And what the hell is that? I don't know, but I'm going to save that picture, so hold on. We got to go back up here and save it. Okay, this is what we're doing next time. Hold the phone. You guys are going to be like, what the hell, Mama D? OMG, I found something this time. I am like, what? It destroyed my theory. And I think we, all of us that have worked, have found a triangulation, a three different ways to show that TH had J's phone. I could be wrong, but I'm often wrong at this point. I'm just kidding. But you feel me. There, I found something. So, something to look forward to. I don't want to dig into it today. It's way deep. Way deep. Brenda Morris Evans, thank you, lovely, for the $4.99 snooper chat. And I love your puppies. Thank you, love. Thank you. Earth Angel says he was involved with the lads who really hurt TH. Oh, yeah. I did a lot of research on that too, and there were only a few of them, like 8 of them, actually, some of them had weapons. Only some of them had weapons. Jay was one to add a weapon. But it does. You're right, Korster. Being wrong takes you further to the truth. And you cannot be afraid to be wrong in this business. Some people are like, well, if you're wrong and too many times, people aren't going to trust you. Well, I can't help it. I'm going to be wrong in getting through all this stuff because it's a complete disaster. It's kind of like trying to sort through this case has been with one hand tied behind your back, one eye closed, and wearing headphones and trying to listen to somebody whisper. We've been banned basically from all the evidence. We don't get to hear anything. And I mean, like, Spain didn't put anything out. There was a complete media ban. We don't get the correct information. We get waffling from Ab. We get wild stories from these kids that flip from one kid to the next, but not one kid brings up the other kid. Lucy never says, Brad did this. Brandon did this. Brad never says, Brandon did this. Jay did this. Or, I'm sorry, Lucy did this. It's always only their perspective because they're being trained. They're being groomed to stay in their own lane. And they don't talk about other people at all, including if it's going to bring justice or not. And that's their hero for keeping their mouth shut, is what I feel. Sue Benson, Jay was finished off, and they are covering up. Poor lad for being so stupid. Right. There is something that Okay, so somebody sent me something. It was a video, and it was from TH, and from his thing. And in that, it was a big long collage. I stumbled on something that would have been nothing, but it stuck in my mind. And so when I saw it, it caused a knee-jerk reaction. And I grabbed it. I did some comparisons. I then compared the other pictures that we have. And I'm like, we just got him 3 ways. And this one's incredibly good. So that'll be something for us to work through and see what you guys think on it. I think we got it. We may actually all be on the same page. Because you guys brought up that point so good, and I listened to you guys, and that is, yes, it could have been a setup where that message went out over to UK at 3 in the morning on the way to Masca, and Jay had no idea, because it could have been somebody else with his phone, right? Yep. You could be right. And so I can't rule that out. So that's when I started digging deeper. I do look at all possibilities. I'm very open-minded. And it does make me think about things. Shona, thank you. And you said, I really appreciate you looking at all possibilities. That's how you find the truth, eliminate the impossible. Thanks for making me think about things. Thank you, lovely. Hey, John Leach. All right, my lovelies. You're working on 33 days of not smoking. Good God, I need a ciggy right now. No, you don't. You want one, but you don't need it. I love you, Rach, not that Rach, and think of how good you've done. Do not blush over a month's work that you have put into yourself for something that'll be gone. You won't even think about it in a few minutes. Go get busy doing something. I love you guys. I love ya very, very much, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Get ready. Tomorrow we're going to do a big live, and I mean big, because it's shocking. It's shocking, and I know I'm hyping it up. I probably shouldn't. I'm just saying what I found. I think it nails TH to Masca. Love you guys to the moon and back. Thank you, my beautifuls. Have a wonderful day, and make sure you take care of yourself. Stay well.